with podcast about live trading on pocket options, binary options, live trading. Look, I have an affiliate link in the description where you can get some of my private strategy, some of my spreadsheets, and learn how to get pocket options done. But disclaimer, this is educational purposes only. Do not trade with me in live. There is a live lag, so you would definitely probably be behind the trades if you were trying to trade with me on this YouTube video. And also, pocket options, binary options are dangerous. You can lose a lot of money. You can lose it fast. I'm going to be in demo mode today. I'm going to be going for 12 wins. I'm going to be using the flip-flop strategy, and I'm going to be showing you how you can actually do this. I'm going to grow my account by 8%. That's the goal of this. And I have a very specific strategy with numbers and everything. And really, even just how I bid, even how I keep track of my bids. It's 10:13 right now a.m., and it is a Thursday. Okay, so we're going to do flip-flop by 1 minute. So first of all, we're going to find the right charts, and then we're going to jump in on some flip-flopping methods. So I'll start with some stocks here, and I'll just be talking. You'll see if you've watched my channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any videos. I'll be doing these every day. And I'm looking for a chart that has a lot of alternating colors. This one actually does kind of have a lot of alternating colors. I kind of like this one. Apple usually does. Look at that. It's got red. What are we at? 38 seconds. So I'm going to put my first trade in at 102. 102. And I always use the little clicky click. I never use my keyboard anymore because I keep entering in the wrong trade amount, and that is terrible. When that happens, like if you try to put in $1.20 and you put in $12, well, that kind of throws off your whole thing. And this looks like a pretty good chart. We've got red, green, red, green, red, green. Man, that was a good roll right there. We're gonna go ahead and enter this in. I'm gonna try to do 12 wins today if I have the patience and if I do well. So we'll just jump in. The flip-flop method is something I talk about on my channel, at least how I started my channel. It is a method where you're just going to go red. If it's a red candle, you're gonna go up for the next one. If it's a green candle, you're gonna go down. And if you look back into history, you can see that it does happen. This goes red, this goes green. Okay, if you would have gone green here, you would have lost. This goes red, you would have lost this one, but won this one. And so you're really working on the odds of this. You're not actually trying to guess which way this candle's gonna go, because guessing which way the candle's going to go over and over again can get you in a lot of trouble. So this is a really sort of a more, I want to call it a brainless method, but the actual bidding strategy is pretty simple. I can explain it like this. If it is red, then you call it. If it is green, then you put it, and that's it. That's it. So this is red, and we're going to lose this one, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and call this one up. So we're going to call this. And so, yeah, there were two reds, and so hopefully we'll get a green next. What happens when you do this, when you enter in right at the right time, at the very bottom, at the very ending of this candle, so at this 1 minute candle, you enter right away, right as it ends, like when there's two seconds left, it will usually put you at the very bottom of that candle. So if the next candle is an alternating color, if it's green instead of red, you're good, you win, okay? And so all you have to do is do that over and over again until you win. And so you think, well, wait a minute, you're going to lose money every time you flip-flop. You're going to lose money, and yeah, you're going to lose money if you lose. But that's why I have this spreadsheet. I have a specific makeup strategy that is much more complex than just, oh, if you lose this bid, then double your bid. Look at this. We're going to win this bid, so we're going to put in one, and then I'm going to flop down on this one, 2, 1. Right as that timer goes to the end, I'm going to win that one. So that's my first win. So it is not super hard to understand this flip-flop bidding strategy. It's really not even, I'm not even sure you could call it it is a strategy. I mean, it is something you're doing. It's specific. But a lot of these YouTube videos will have these very complex things, like if these lines and that line and this line and that line, and it's extremely hard to find entry points when you're doing that. And so, it could take a long time. And then also what I've found is even with the best indicators, and I've tested out dozens of these YouTubers indicators, even with some of the best indicators, it still seems like you're guessing. I mean, you guess it goes up and then it goes down. And that's why a lot of these YouTubers will only have pocket options. They won't have a very high rate of success. Maybe if they can get above 66% win rate, then they're like feeling really good about themselves. But it looks like I won that trade as well. And I'm going to wait 1 minute. So I was talking. So I won that one as well. My win rate is not really even important to me, because if you're working on a strategy where you're trying to win more than you lose, that's what they're talking about when you talk about win rate. If I'm trying to win more than I lose, then you have to win about 66% more than you lose. So you have to have a 66% win rate, or you're bleeding money out of your account. No matter what happens, you're going to bleed money out of your account. Okay. So with this makeup strategy, it doesn't matter how many you win or lose, as long as you don't lose more than 9 in a row. If you lose this 9th trade in a row, you're in crapolia. You're in deep doo-doo if you lose 9 bids in a row. So 6, it's going down to 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Let it get high as I can. Then I'm going to put it again because it's green. I'm just going to put it. It's not that hard. I'm going to think about it, and we'll see if it goes down. I think this chart's really good for flip-flopping. In my strategy, in more of my lessons, I teach you. If you just watch my YouTube videos, you might get the idea of how my brain is working with these indicators, what they're doing. I am using the indicators sort of as a safety net, sort of, or it's kind of like a speed limit sign. That's what it's like. It's like a speed limit sign, because you don't always obey the speed limit. You know, you might just be like in a hurry and just bam, you're just going for it. It's like 65 and a 50, you know, and it's okay. Oftentimes you can do that and no problem. Nobody's getting hurt. Nobody's in trouble. Looks like I'm going to win this one. If I do win this one, this one's tricky. But yeah, it looks like I'm going to win this one. If I do, I'm going to call it because it's at the bottom of a red. I'm going to let it get down there. Oh, come on. Here we go. Here. Oh, that's tricky. Okay, there we go. That one wasn't sure. Okay, that's my 3rd win. So anyway, if you're looking at the speed limit sign, that's how I'm approaching the indicators in my method. I could turn my indicators off and I could have no indicators. Now, the only problem with this is sometimes the indicators show me like something that's coming, or if I get into a trend, and that's the biggest part of flip-flop. You do not want to be in a trend. If you look back at this chart, there hasn't been a real big trend. I'm talking about a real long downtrend. I mean, yeah, this is a downtrend, but and right here you got a little bit of a downtrend. You got, right here you have 4 red. You don't really have any long, like 10, 12 candles in a row that are red, and that's what you don't want. And something like this one right here would be a dangerous place to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles in a row. So if you had your indicators on at this point right here, you would have been able to see that it looks, and we'll come back to that. I'm going to win this one. So I'm going to win this one, it looks like, and I'm going to call this down as soon as I win. There he goes. Okay, wow, this is a good day. It's happening pretty good. Four wins right now. Four net wins, and that's the thing, net wins. I've had a couple losses, but that doesn't matter because I'm making them up. Now, if you look at this right here, if you have your indicators off, you're looking at this and going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, you still wouldn't have lost your butt here. You still would have been fine. You would have only made 7 trades to get this. The first one you would have won, then you would have lost 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You would have won your 8th trade. But if you were looking at indicators right here at this moment, and you were like looking at this, you would see that this is pointing up, this is pointing up, this crossed over is pointing up, the stochastic was pointing up. This told you we're going up, and we're going up strongly. These indicators are telling you we're going up strongly, and that's why I use the indicators. I leave them on just because I want to make sure that I'm going to enter. 229, this might be a loss. If it is, I'm going to enter in right here. There, that was perfect. I got to be fast. You got to be fast. So I got in at the top of that, and that's good. These indicators look like they could also be pointing up, but they're kind of cricking down. They're pointing up, they're cricking down. And if you look at this little thing right here, they're just kind of going around each other. They're going 2 green, 2 red, 2 green, 2 red, 2 green, 2 red. This is perfection for flip-flopping. This is the chart that you want to see. Now, if you were trying to guess or trying to find a trend or something, this would be a disaster of a chart. Why? Because everything's moving sideways. Yeah, this is going up. The long moving average is going up, but these are kind of crossing over each other, bouncing around. This one's kind of going down. This one's doing whatever it's doing. This one's just kind of crossing over each other, like jumping up and down. And actually for flip-flop, that's perfect. But when you're looking for a trend, like this looks like it might be setting up in a trend. And so I'm gonna go ahead and this is gonna be 514, and I'm gonna go ahead and pop this down. This looks like it might be going to a trend up. So this might be a point where I go, am I gonna ride this trend up and really hope that I get myself a red candle, or am I gonna think about getting out of this? And I'm not sure, you know. I see what's happening here. Very strong green candle, very strong, very spread apart. The long moving average is underneath the medium and the slow, medium and the fast. This crossed over. This is going up. This is where I can see myself getting 6 or 7 losses and not really knowing what's going on. This chart, on the other hand, looks like it may be sort of not sure what it's going to do. I'm going to take a break from that chart and try to find one that's a little more janky. That one's in a free fall. I don't want to be in a free fall. And this one right here looks good. This is a flip-floppy chart right here. So if we lose this in Apple, then I'm going to stop this chart, and I'm going to not go back to Apple right now. I'm going to go to Google, and I'm going to wait for the next entry, which will be 1157. I'm going to look at my indicators, make sure I know what they're doing. I've got a couple greens, a red, a green, a red, a green, a red, a green. You know, this might be another couple greens. If it gets up to the top of this green, I'm going to put it, because we look like we're sort of in a downtrend anyway. So I want to be bidding with the trend. If you're talking about trending and bidding in trends, you want to bid with the trend. So this would be a safe. I think I'm safe enough at the top of this line, if it gets up here, to flip-flop this down. I want it to get a little higher. Now there could be another green candle, but I'm going to take my chances on this. It looks like it's going to get up here. Let's see how high it can go. Will it get higher? Come on, get up there. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait because I think it's going to climb, because it's climbed 3 here. There you go. It's going to climb up here. And I'm going to snipe this candle down. This is interesting. We've got a big crick here. Get this moving up. These are still They're still very fickle. So I'm gonna wait till this goes high. I'm gonna go ahead and snipe this down. So I'm gonna say this candle is gonna end down from there. It's kind of a bold move. I went to a 30-second bid here instead of waiting for the candle, but I think that's okay. I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna lose this one. And if I do, because it's very close, I should have tagged it up here. If I do lose this one, I'm going to be at the very top of a green candle. I'm going to pull it down again. I'm going to call it down again. 6-5. This is very close. I'm not sure what will happen. 3, 2, 1. There you go. I'm going to call that down. All right, so we're heading into loss territory here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 losses, and this is on the 26th bid, so we're going to go trade 27. This one, if this one loses, I'm going to be at 58, 57, okay? If this one wins, though, I think I might pause, so I'm just going to be prepared to lose. That's how I'm going to think this through. I'm going to be prepared to lose this and jump right back in, because I want to jump in at a top high green. But this one is possibly going to go down. It is going to go down. I'm pretty sure this will go down. I mean, even though it's kind of scooping up. It's where you kind of have to be thinking about your indicators. This indicator is cranking high. This one's moving up. This one's moving up. These are all kind of moving up. So still, I might win this one. Thank God. Bam. All right. That's nice. So that was very good. That's my 5th win. And then I'm going to put this back down to 1.1. And I should be compounding. I should be moving through here. If I was going to win that one, then I would move this over to win 5. And then here's your win 6. You'd bidding 105, 1.05. Now I talked a little bit, so I lost my entry point, and that's okay. I'm gonna let that be. I'm gonna see what happens, and I'm just gonna jump back in on whatever the next one is. So if it goes up here, I'm gonna jump back in. If you want to understand my complete strategy, then just join my Telegram, and also we're putting together the whole course right now. Check the link in the description. Join my Telegram. Let me know the course for flip-flopping and the strategy with all of these makeups and everything is coming. But I will share with you on my Telegram. So I'm going to go down now at 105. Yeah, I'm going to go down. This is getting kind of small, so I'm not really sure. But see, if this is a red candle, what happens here is I bid in. If this is a red candle, I'll win. And I could win even if it was a tiny, tiny red, even if it's just lower, just a little lower than that one. But if you look at this, you have 3 greens, a red, a green, a red, a green, a red, 3 greens, a red, a green, and I'm not sure what's going to happen. Right now we have indicators that are fighting each other. We have this going down. We have a long downtrend. So we're in a sweeping long downtrend. We have blue line going up, yellow line kind of flat. We have stochastic going down, okay? And we have MACD going up. This is perfection for this method. That's what happens. We have indicators that are basically against each other. So we're going to take this, and I'm going to get ready to lose this. If I do lose this, this is really close. Enter in my next bid, assuming I lose. I could win, and I'm not going to do anything right now because I don't know if I won or lost that one. So I won it. All right. So that was very close, and so I'm learning and tweaking this bidding strategy. The part of the bidding strategy is hard because sometimes you're in that minute, you don't know if you're going to win or lose like that one till the very last second. And then entering back in is dangerous because now I'm kind of off the game. I'm not sure what this candle is going to do. So I'm going to reset my bid back to 105 according to my chart. And then I'm going to wait. I'm just going to give this a minute. I'm going to let this candle get over. Chances are, if this gets high up here like this, I'm going to go ahead and call it down. It's in a consolidation right now. Green, red, green, red, green. Chances are this next one will be red, but I want to wait till... I want to stay with my strategy. I don't want to guess too much. I want to wait to see what happens. When they're moving this fast and this narrow, anything can happen. So see, look how high that got. 5, 4, 3. Let's give it a couple seconds here, and we're going to enter in right there, right before the timer's over, and then we'll see what happens. This is probably going to be a red one because it's going red, green, green, red, green, and then this one's red, maybe. And this will be my 7th win. I want to keep doing this. I'm in demo. The reason I'm in demo right now is because I'm super testing. And doing it live with you. I'm super testing the flip-flop method, and I'm trying to see, is there a day that I can lose 9? Because the biggest problem in this method where you're making up losses, what I found is some days you're going to do amazing, some days you're going to do bad, some days you're going to whatever. But you can't afford to risk all of your account, make up these giant makeups, and one day all of a sudden you lose 9 in a row. So we're in like a super testing mode probably for the next month. So if you just stay with the channel, you'll see that I'm going to be testing over and over and over again. I'm not trying to lose 9 in a row, but I'm trying to see what scenarios would make me lose 9 in a row. Now this is going to be a win. Looks like it's going to be a win, a good win right here like I thought, and I'm going to enter in right there. 1 second left. I'm going to have a call up, and that's my 7th win. So I'm not only demo testing this because I want to test my strategy, I'm also demo testing because I want to find the nuances of the strategy for myself. In other words, sometimes when you're learning a strategy, well, always there's nuances. There's things like, well, why would he do this? Or why would he wait? Or why would he enter back in? Or why would he double in or something like that? All strategies are going to have little nuances. And the only way to get good at them that I've noticed is just to do them over and over and over again. Actually, to pick one specific strategy and just do them over and over and over again, just like practicing your guitar or something, just like do a scale over and over and over again. And pretty soon you're going to get better at it. Now, this one is hard because you've got to change bids. You've got to move your little thing over here. It's not super hard. You just got to be ready. I've won 7. This is going to be my 8th win. And so we're at 107. So you got to change your little thing. You got to pay attention, and you got to look at your indicators. I lost that one. So I lost that one. So I missed my entry. Oh, there he goes. I got an entry that was very similar. This is moving very close to here. So I went ahead and entered in. Well, wait a minute. Did I lose that one? See, now I was talking and I figured. So yeah, I lost that one, and that's okay. Let's just call that a loss. I did lose that one, and then I entered in without my compound. That's okay. I'm going to let that go. I'm just going to let that go. I should have actually known that that was a loss, entered in my next bid, which would have been 240, and then I would have been okay to go with that. So I'm going to let that go. It's just $1.07. I'm going to let it go and just keep going. So this is my first bid again. Okay, looks like I could win this one. This is nice. This is nice. Oh, no, maybe lose it. Let's go ahead and act like we're going to lose it. Maybe I put my new thing in right here, and there we go. We're going up because we lost that one at 240, or we lost that one. So I'm going to go ahead and push up like I'm going to push up on that one. Now, when you get into bigger numbers, it would be like say you're making $75 bids. You might not want to leave $75 bid out. If you accidentally lost one and then you bid again, you might want to remake that bid up. Like the next bid, you might want to make it. You might want to enter it's the second trade, and it makes sense. So if you lost your $1.07 and then the next trade you went was $1.07, well, you really should have made it 240. So you might have to do a little math and go, okay, no, I need my next trade to be, 740 or something. Actually, it would be if you made a $1.07 trade and you lost, but then you made another $1.07 trade. When you should have made it 240, your next bid, what you would do is you would add your $7s together and times that by 2.25. Okay, so this is good. This is probably gonna be a win. You take what you've lost. Oh, I need to get in quicker. You take what you've lost. That's what you would do. If you accidentally did two $1.07 trades, but one of them was a loss. Then you would take, and maybe you won that one. You take what you've actually lost. Let's say you had lost $1, and you times it by 2.25, which would be 225. So you just have to make up your loss. That's the best way to do it. That makes up your loss and gives you a net positive win. Okay. Now, in my strategy, when I'm teaching, I'll explain to you why you would ever want to do a 1.25% makeup bid. It's there is a time when you might want to do that. I don't think it's great in this strategy because you have to win too many in a row to make it work. This is going to be a win, and I'm going to go ahead and call this up as soon as it goes down. 5-4. I'm going to wait. Let's push in a little bit. Kind of get a better position now. All right. So this is 8th win. That was my 9th win. We've had a very good run today. Let's see if I can get to 12. I have noticed that when I'm sitting here for this amount of time, I get to a point in my strategy where I ended up losing 7 in a row the other day. I lost 8 in a row, but it was at the very end of my session. So, I did extremely well, and then at the very end, to get my 12th win, I had to go 8 deep. That's not great, but it's not the end of the world. I still won. It didn't matter that I won, that I'd lost 8 in a row. I just had to make them up with the makeup bids right here. So this one might win. This is good. This would be nice if it did, because then we'll be on our 10th win. Ooh, that's not going to be good right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in 2.40, and I'm going to go ahead and wait till it gets real low. My indicators are sort of lining up now, so this could be a scenario where I lose in a row, because this could go down quite a bit. You see how this is going down, up, down. This might go down a few, and if I feel like that's going to happen, because these are crossing, if the MACD crosses here, then I'm going to get into danger zone. I could just, my two thoughts are just wait 5 minutes or something, come back and see what happens, because, will these really cross? Will these really cross over? Or are they just kind of kissing and bouncing? They might just kiss each other and bounce off each other. If they really cross and the MACD crosses, then I'll be in trouble with the flip-flop method. Right now, it could be turning into more of a trend. And if that trend sets up, I need to be aware of that trend right away. I'm already on my second trade, and my next one's going to be 541. So I need to win this one. I want to win this one. And it looks like I will win this one. And then because I want to go back to 120 and go down, so I'm going to go down, and I'm going to go down, boom. I'm going to get back in on the down. So that was a great win. That was a great win. What a great win that was. Okay, 10. So I need 2 more. I'm on win 10, so I can scroll over if I want to put myself in these next 3 bids that I need to make for the day. I will have increased my trading account by 8%, which is the key in my strategy. I call it my strategy. My partner and I made the strategy 888. It would be the key that you just want to increase by 8% every day. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but your compounding is massive. go ahead and sign up for Pocket Option below. And the link in the description, I'll send you, there's a 50% bonus coupon that you can get. So, oh, look at that. This one might be, oh, no, that's not good. I'm trying to go down. Let's see. Let's make sure 2.44. Got to change your bid there. I'm going to have to go down, but I'm going to wait. Is this going to win or is this going to slam down? I'm going to go ahead and get in. Yeah, see, I wasn't sure if this was going to set up a trend, and it didn't. See, it looked like, and this is what happened. I said it might kiss. That's where it kissed right there, and then it just sort of, now they're shooting up. So this is extremely hard in Pocket Option, any binary option, to go minute by minute and know what's going to happen, because stuff like that happens all the time. It looked like this was going to set up a downtrend, and I was like, oh, this might be a downtrend. Ooh, this might be. And then if you were reading indicators and feeling like that's going to happen, then you would be losing every time. You would be thinking, oh, it's a downtrend. Now, we can see it really never set up the full downtrend, because those kissed and this sort of started to go down, but then stochastic crossed up. MACD never moved. It stayed steady, and the MACD has been really the most telling indicator for me. If the MACD starts crossing or crosses pretty good, then you know you're going somewhere, right? This is, I think, 550. Oh, this might going to be a win. Look at, oh, see, I don't know if that's a win or not. That was a loss, and so I'm going to take a breather. I'm going to pause because of that loss. Not because I lost, because I didn't know if I was going to lose or not. So I'm going to check how many I lost here. I lost 2. So my next bid is going to be 548. I'm going to make sure I put my bid in, and then I'm going to take a pause to look. I have 30 seconds to look at this. I'm going to check the indicators. These are getting quite close. They're converging, which makes me think they might be getting ready to set up in a trend. If these start crossing, this is going up, this is going up. I don't really think this is going to be a major trend, but then again, when blue and yellow start to cross over white in a strong way, in other words, they're not just kind of touching, but they're like moving into each other. Blue starts pushing up and goes through this white, we would be in a really big uptrend. Okay, so I am still going to wait. I'm just going to wait here, because I think this is going to be a huge uptrend right here. I think this is setting up, and see how it set up just there. Now that might be a red, and if I was doing what I was thinking I was going to do, I would call this one up, because I think this is going to go up, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait here. Although that crick down, that would have been a great entry. I could have won that. But because this is converging, I'm going to call up. 30-second call. So that's called a candle snipe, and this is not something I'm telling you to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. This is breaking the method, because this really, well, this would have been a call up anyway, but it's a 20-second call. It's called a snipe, because I really do think this is going to push through, and I do think that this is going to be heading up. Most of the indicators say that, and I took a chance on that. Let's see if it pays off. I got 5 seconds. And if not, then I'm going to go up to $12, and I'm going to call this one up there. So it looks like I did lose that. That was a risk. That was a risky call. And this is getting risky too, because they are crossing into each other, and they are spreading apart a little bit here. You think they're going to go up, and this is going up, but the stochastic is kind of pointing down. So they're at odds with each other. Okay. So I've lost 3. This is my 4th trade. Not too far in. I think this one's going to win, actually. And if it doesn't, again, this is going to be my 11th win. If this doesn't win, I'm going to make this to 27, and I'm going to call it up again. It's sort of just going to push this up. Is it going to go up, or did it just want to go up and touch? Are they going to touch, or are they going to keep going? If you're not sure, you can wait. There's nothing wrong with waiting. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call that up again. I'm going to call that up, and so I'm on my 4th loss right now. And like I said, as this pushes through, as blue pushes through yellow or white, and if yellow pushes through white, it's a pretty strong indicator that you're going to go up. But then you have a fighting indicator here. Stochastic is not wanting to push up. That shows me some instability. If stochastic, it's hard to see a stochastic. It's kind of flat, but it does look like it's crossed down. But if stochastic was pushed up as well, this would be a massive uptrend coming, At least I would suspect that it would be a massive uptrend. Right now, I'm not sure. A lot of times this crosses over, and then boom, it just plummets again. It's done that here. It's crossed over, and it's plummeted again. So look back and see what's going to happen. It's crossed over. It's probably going to plummet again. So I'm going to take my chance on that. I'm going to say $1.10 is my next bid, and I'm going to push down on this. So if it gets up there, yep, there we go. So I've won that one, and that was my 11th win. So now we're going for a 12th win. The reason why I pushed down on this, number one, this was a huge green candle. This is a massive green. And number two, if you look back, you can see that they do cross. The blue and the yellow crossover, and you got some big green candles, but then you've got a big free fall. So we got to be careful here too. What's going to happen right now is instability in the chart. Instability in my mind, at least, because I'm not sure if this is actually going to go up or down. I mean, it could just push straight up and just be up, up, up. It could be like 6 up candles, and that could happen. Look at stochastic is actually setting up to do that. MACD hasn't changed, just pushing up as well. But I'm going to push down. I'm going to push down because that's how the flip-flop works. So I'm going to play 247. This is my last win. I want to wait till it gets as high as I think it's going to get. This is crazy. Look how high it's getting. I'm going to push down. Boom, right there. I'm at 247. I'm in a safe spot because I'm still in the early part of my bidding here. I'm at 247 on trade 2. So wow, look how high that went up, and look how violently this is pushed through the white. Do we have this happening up here? No, this is just toying with the white. It doesn't mean that. See, when these violently cross through the white, what happened? Boom, big down, and then big down. It changed directions. So it's going up, violently pushes down and changes directions, and it's going to bounce up and down from there, but it's all changing directions. I'm not saying this won't win, because there could be a nice setup of consolidation here, but I'm gonna assume that it's gonna lose just in case it loses. Now, what's gonna happen? Is it gonna lose? I'm gonna go ahead and wait because I don't know. That would have been a good entry point, but I still gotta wait because this could just go boom, it's just push down and I could win. I don't have to make another bid, but if it doesn't push down and win right here, then I'm gonna have to do another call. I'm actually gonna do a call. Oh man, I should have called that. See, it lost that bid and I lost a position too. So I lost the bid and I lost my position. I could have got a low position right there. That would have been a fantastic position. Now I'm kind of in a vulnerable position because I waited, but I had to wait because I feel like it could have just jumped down and it could have won. You know, it wanted to push down and it wanted to win. So, but now it's okay. We have indicators that are against each other. You have this going up. You have stochastic pushing down. You have MACD pushing up. They're in the crossover zone, which is always a more dangerous zone to me because you don't really know what's going to happen when they cross over. Are they just crossing for a minute, or are they going to? We do know when they started to cross and when they got crossed, they did go up, and so that's good. This is possibly a win. So I'm not really sure what this is going to be. Let's say it's going to lose. So we're going to put 1250 in here, and then we're going to wait till it gets down here, and then we're going to call it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call it up again. So, yeah, 1250. We're going to call that another loss. We just need one more win to end the session with 12 wins today. That's all we need. One more win, and I think this could be it. This will be a slight consolidation, maybe, unless it just pushes back down. If it does, I'm just going to keep flip-flopping. I'm not going to think about the indicators because stochastic is down, MACD is up. This average is going up, but it's sort of like, wants to go up, wants to crick, wants to go up. It doesn't know. It cricked here. It was going straight up. It cricked. We have 30 seconds. I really don't know if this is going to win or lose. I'm not really sure. It really could go either direction, and that's why I love the flip-flop, because if it loses, I'm going to enter back in. If it loses, I'm going to enter back in on a call, but or a put, depending. Well, if it wins, I'm done. If it goes down and loses, I'm going to call it again. And look at that. Beautiful. 4 seconds, 2 seconds, and we're going to win this. This is going to be the final win of the day. I feel like a sports announcer. And he has won. He has won his 12 bids for the day. Won his 12 bids for the day. Look at that. Boom, boom, ba-boom, boom, boom, ba-boom, boom, boom, boom. 12 wins. All right, so if you look at this sheet, this is how I teach this sort of method in my class. in the online course, but we're putting together all of our lessons, and it's an ongoing conversation through Telegram. So you can actually sign up become an affiliate, sign up with my affiliate link through Pocket Option, and then go down there and just message me on Telegram. You can literally just, isn't that great? You can message me, and then I'll send you a couple items. And then when we get our big course out, that's coming out pretty soon here, it's going to be fantastic. I mean, I'm trying to test this because I want to grow by 8%. So today, in my 12 wins, I grew by 8%. I grew by $10.15. The spreadsheet tells you everything. It tells you where to start based on your amount of demo trading account, based on your trading account, and then you know exactly how much to bid. That's what I did. So I think today was good. I mean, I had a spread where I lost 4. I had a spread of a 4 loss here, and I had a 4 loss here. That was good. That was the better session than the last 2 days. All right, blessings to you guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, leave a comment. Just let me know what you think. It does help the channel. And, if I get the channel going, then, it'll be good for me or whatever. I don't know. The channel's cool. I'm doing this. I want to document this. And as I get out a demo, as I do my final testing on this, we're going to go into full live, and then I'm going to show you how you can make a lot of money. So look at this spreadsheet. Just if you're sticking around here, check this out. If you do 8% increase every day, and you start out with your $2,200 account, that's pretty simple to do. By day 30, let's say just by day 30, you're actually making a weekly income of $400 or $20,000 a year. If you go to day 45, boom, you're making $63,000 a year. And if you just do this for 60 days in a row, you're making about $200,000 a year. Look, this is and if you want to be a millionaire, then just do this for 78 days straight. That's all. And then every day after that, you just keep doing it. And you know what the thing is with this method, you just keep doing it every day. We've created a system that I think that you could continually do every day and not get off track, and then just keep doing it. It's not like you're changing every day. You're going into it like, all right, we'll see if the charts are doing good for today. Some of the people I've been following will be like, oh, the charts are just terrible today, and they're in there trying to guess the charts back and forth. With the flip-flop technique, you do not do that. As you can see, yes, you use some indicators to think, should I keep trading or should I keep bidding or should I switch charts? But you're not sitting there guessing every second, is it going to go up or down? That is extremely hard on you psychologically and just on your account. You'll lose a lot of money. All right, if you want to know more, hit me on Telegram and join up through the Pocket Option affiliate link. All right, guys.